Chapter 2, Scene 1. The team assembled in one of the private rooms of the ground floor hub, a functional space where fighters of unspecialized ranks could handle administrative tasks. The room's soundproof walls and secluded setting offered them the privacy they needed for serious work. Liddy, Spencer, and Kai sat around the table, their eyes expectant as they turned to Eirik. Taking that as a sign that the team was ready to begin, Eirik retrieved the parcel from his satchel. Then he tossed it to his left. It landed in front of Spencer with a soft thud. Huh? Spencer blinked, confusion flickering across his face as he stared down at it. Open it, Spencer, Eirik said plainly. But I thought you were team captain, Spencer hesitated. Just open the damn thing already, Spencer. I want to find out what it says, Kai growled, his voice tense. Okay, Spencer mumbled as he fumbled with the parcel. Carefully, he opened it. Huh? The first thing he pulled out was a large picture. Spencer laid the picture on the table, pushing it forward for everyone to see. It's a key, Liddy muttered thoughtfully, leaning forward for a better look. Kai and Eirik did the same. The key was crafted from a yellow-gold alloy, as the notes on the picture indicated. A serpent coiled its way up the shaft, wrapping around the handle, which was shaped like an eye with a striking red iris. The sight sent an unsettling wave through Eirik, a jolt of familiarity that made his heart skip a beat. The symbolism hit him hard. Too hard. Intrigue mixed with unease. His thoughts raced, and the falcon's words from earlier echoed sharply in his mind. There's a reason I've chosen you for this task. You'll understand why soon enough. The significance was now clear in ways he hadn't anticipated. Quickly, Erik's gaze flicked from the key to his teammates. He could tell instantly that none of them had made the same connection. It made sense. They weren't Eldsavero clan members. Symbols like serpents, and most notably, the red iris, meant nothing to them. To Eirik, though, these symbols were impossible to ignore. Damn, Kai muttered, bringing the picture of the mysterious key closer to his face. His finger traced the detailed markers indicating real-life measurements. What do you think, Eirik? He glanced at him curiously. It's apparently 7.2 centimeters long and 4 centimeters wide. That's a bit big for a key. What kind of lock would a key like that open? We can't form any conclusions until we read the report, Eirik replied, his eyes lingering on the photo. A serpent. And an eye. Interesting markers, he added. But then he fell silent, not wanting to reveal too much just yet. And, Liddy pressed, her eyes keen as they focused on him. She was the type who could always sense when something was left unsaid. But Eirik stayed quiet, refusing to elaborate. Spencer revealed the second item that was in the parcel, the report. He flipped through it, skimming fast. Spencer, Eirik said. Read it out loud. Okay, Spencer replied as he gripped the report in both hands. He took a deep breath, steeling himself before reading. This report outlines the findings from the initial investigation of the theft at location R53971. Spencer paused, his eyes zipping nervously between the page and the others. Swallowing, he continued. One foreign item was found, a gold key. No other foreign objects were discovered. He hesitated, glancing up at Eirik. Keep going, Eirik urged, his gaze fixed on Spencer. All the ancient forbidden technique scrolls have been declared officially as missing. No damage has been done to the interior or exterior of the location. And all the special forces and stealth troops guarding the perimeter were found in a state of deep sleep. He grimaced, his expression tightening with dread. No medical intervention was needed. They woke up of their own accord at 6:13 a.m. All fighters have no memory of any attack, nor of anything unusual happening. They didn't witness any disturbances. The number of scrolls missing is 507. Spencer trailed off, his face pale. His voice dropped to a murmur as he said, on the next page, there's a full map of the city, highlighting zones identified as areas of interest. He set the report down with a tremor in his hands. His mouth agape. The room was silent for a long moment. That's frightening, Liddy said, wide-eyed. Deep sleep and no memory of it? There aren't many techniques that could pull off something like that. She rubbed her chin, her expression a mix of contemplation and shock. Eirik stared at her, the truth sinking in with a chilling clarity. She likely didn't realize it, but her words, coupled with the details of the key, were quickly forming a disturbing picture in his mind. One that was far too close to home for comfort. Damn straight, Kai grunted. 507 scrolls. He scowled at the table. And no sign of a break-in? Whoever did this knew exactly what they were after. Spencer fidgeted, his face ashen, pupils dilated with worry. Well, what do we do now? He glanced around the room, his eyes eventually landing on Liddy. She met his gaze. This is too vague, she mused, her ebony eyes shifting to Eirik. Lady Falcon was almost deliberately vague. She shook her head, clearly baffled. I don't understand how the heck she expects us to come up with any bright ideas when there are people way more experienced than us already on the case, Kai grumbled, scratching his head. Eirik, what do you think? He turned to Eirik. However, Eirik wasn't ready to voice his suspicions. We'll begin by revisiting the areas of interest, gathering intel from the police, the citizens, and any fighters or gate guards, Eirik said, his tone pragmatic. The report's lighter than I anticipated, and it doesn't give us much to work with, apart from the key. He paused, his gaze lingering on the picture of the key once more. After we've gathered intel, we can dive deeper into this key. Fair point, though I'm still skeptical as hell that we'll find anything. Kai agreed reluctantly. Yeah, Liddy conceded. Eirik nodded. Spencer, pass me the map, he said, turning to the mousy-haired boy. Spencer flipped through the report before getting to the right page. He handed it to Eirik, and Eirik placed it in the center. I'll assign an area to each of us, Eirik explained. Then we'll regroup by the Fountain of Fortune outside. He pointed to the water feature on the map. 1 o'clock, sharp. If any of us are more than 15 minutes late, we'll know something's wrong. Keep your phones on loud, and don't be late. He locked eyes with each of them, emphasizing the importance of punctuality. Right, let's allocate the areas. We'll start with you, Spencer.